guys, we're in the Car Central District 10 today in the Ghim Moh Edge cluster.
We are heading up to this beautifully renovated 4-room with a gorgeous unblocked view where our owners spent close to about $70,000 in terms of the renovation. 1 km to 2 primary school, Henry Park, as well as Fairfield Methodist, in distance to the MRT station, and best thing of all this, price just $1 million.
So if you're keen to go check it out with us, let's go!
Let's go! Alright, so what we're going to show you is this very beautiful unblocked view because you're overlooking across the entire landed enclave that is overlooking towards Mount Sinai. From where we are standing right now, you can overlook towards the landed cluster at Mount Sinai. You can even overlook all the way across to Bukit Timah Nature Reserve, which is right over there. Right in front of us is the reserve site. And for us to have this beautiful unblocked view, you only have this particular 4 stacks right over here.
Yeah, so when we did our homework, we realized that there are a total of 18 stacks that you can get for the 4 rooms.
Yeah, that's
and
correct.
Only the 4 rooms are the ones that are facing towards this unblocked facing, which is one of the plus points of this cluster. And out of the 4, that makes about, I think, 22%-ish, thereabout. Yeah, and they're all facing towards the northeast, so you only have these 4 stacks here if you really want to get something of this sort of unblocked view.
Where we were at earlier on, before we came into this home tour, is we were right at the park connector. I think the beautiful thing about this area is that you have the park connector just right down below, and this park connector can be part of your weekend activities. You and your family can get to enjoy. So if you're adventurous enough, you can even head all the way down towards the Malayan Park.
Otherwise, we're also super close to the Star Vista area, which is also where you will get your MRT station.
Yeah, so Buona Vista is just a short walk away, and on Buona Vista that is on the east-west line that will easily connect you to the Circle Line, which is the interchange. So I think in terms of connectivity, it's great.
If you're looking for something in your immediate vicinity, we also have 2 supermarkets in our area. You have the option of Sheng Siong and FairPrice just within our walking distance in this cluster.
Yeah, you also have eatery just right down below. Otherwise, you also have option just right across the street. And when we talk about location, this is right smack in CCR area. And when we talk about CCR area, majority of the housing are belonging to the private estate. For this is a HDB. And when we talk about HDB classification, we have to talk about being whether it's a BTO cluster or PLH model. So this belongs to the BTO model, which gives you more opportunity in terms of your option because you can just stay here, fulfill the 5 years MOP period, and then you can sell it away. As we take a look at the map itself, you'll notice that the 2 clusters right beside, which is Ulu Pandan Glades as well as Ulu Pandan Banks, these 2 belongs to the PLH model, which also means that you have to fulfill a minimal 10-year stay as well as the rebate in terms of the cash proceeds. If let's say you're someone that really prefers to stay in the CCR area and you want something that is $1 million mark, yet in the BTO classification as well as this very beautiful unblocked view, then I think let's join us along this home tour. Right now, what you see here is this huge expansiveness of space. Maybe pull out the floor plan just to help you understand a little bit. 1001 square feet in total.
93 square meters, yeah. So we have a total of 3 bedrooms, but what they have done to make this super large living dining, you'll see certain floor plans with already a bedroom here.
Correct.
So what they did was to take it away to make this into a really large hosting area.
What we also want to bring to your attention is that you can only achieve this kind of layout if configuration bomb shelter is tucked towards here. The current owners have done is that they have the dining space right over here. So like what Mikaela mentioned, huge hosting space. This one you can easily sit 8 packs. Right now it's comfortably seated with 6 packs. If you want to reconfigure back into a 3rd bedroom, you can easily do so, and then you can just have the living over here and then dining will then be right over here. In terms of the dining space, because you do not have the bomb shelter that is tucked right in the middle, what you can do is you can do up an island countertop right over here, or you can just simply keep this space as an open space area.
Because of how they have already removed the walls at the kitchen, it just opens up this area so a long rectangular table will work.
Exactly. Let's head into the kitchen. So what you see right now is the entire countertop space is on both the left and right, and you have more than enough storage space right over here. Double door fridge is located towards at this portion, and then that's where you have a whole lot of storage space, cabinet space for you to chuck in all your cooking items. 2 spaces already allocated for oven as well as microwave. You can just leave it as it is. Combination of pull-out drawers as well as overhead cabinets. Huge sink right over here. Right behind us is a 3-burner cooker hood and hob.
So what they did here was they did remove the yard.
Yes,
they
exactly.
took it away, which is where this wall line would have been, which is where the kitchen still feels really comfortable.
Exactly.
So this was removed, but the drying area is still outside. The washing done here, outside drying drying, right? Then you can still keep this kitchen, which I think is very clever.
Yeah, so if let's say you want to do up additional racks over here to put in all your detergents and stuff, you have more than sufficient space for you to do so. But more importantly, I think it's a very clever use of space where you extend the kitchen all the way towards the yard area, which is most of the time underutilized.
Yeah.
This also gives rise to how you can achieve the huge space right on the outside without sacrificing countertop space for your meal prep. I think this is beautifully done, and all these carpentries are still in tip-top condition. What you can do is you can just buy this, quickly move in, use this as a quick turnaround. All these are very durable stone top, glass backsplash has all been done. So you have soft closing. I think definitely more than enough storage space for you and your family. Again, what the owners have done is they extend towards the yard area, thereby giving this huge space. Yeah, this huge space, it also gives rise to a lot of different kind of configuration. Right now, this is just a freestanding shelving. If you want, you can do it up with storage space, storage cabinets. I think this is a very clever use of space because this can be very modular. Home shelter is excellent, huge. So it's tucked right towards the end to chuck away all your storage needs. In terms of the renovation, I think what our owners have spent is $70,000 from the floor up, tiles. All these floorings are chosen by the owners. The kitchen have been redone, even down to the lightings over here. A very great and smart play in terms of the different lightings for downlights as well as cove lighting. Not just over here, later as we head into the bedrooms, you can see the very clever use of space as well as the lighting. So this is essentially a move-in condition house. You save in terms of the renovation as well as the time taken for the renovation. If you're someone that really look for a house that is moving condition, I think this is probably the one that you should consider. Where we are standing right now, this is originally a bedroom kind of configuration.
Yeah, definitely would be able if you were to reinstate it back standard HDB bedroom size, but it's clever how they changed this into the living and dining. The bedrooms all get to enjoy the same view towards the landed facing, which is lovely.
This is big enough for you to cater in, like, you know, this extremely huge L-shaped sofa. I think this can easily sit like 5 packs. I think by knocking this wall down, it allows a lot of light coming in. Some of the things that you might want to do is, if let's say you kind of want to have a work from home area, what you can do is you can just go according to this wall line, and then you can just probably partition this area up with glass. Thereby you can have a dedicated space for your study, yet you still have a big enough space for your entire living as well as dining. So you can have the position of the dining table to be right along this side, and then this will then be your proper living area.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So let's head in, show you the rest of the bedrooms.
The bathrooms actually.
I think it's one of the nicest bathrooms that we have ever seen. Very beautiful spotlights that have been done.
Choice of tiles are really nice as well.
Yeah, it's very timeless and neutral. And you can stay here for the next 10 years. I believe this design will still withstand the test of time.
Yeah.
Beautiful mirror done up already. Sufficient storage space at the bottom. This is a huge sink. You have the WC as well as a standing shower.
It's designed with intention, as you can see, it's sloping down. So even without the need for a shower screen, it's still well thought out.
Yeah, I think this overall space is beautifully done. I think whoever is going to use the bathroom will spend a lot of time inside. Yeah, they're going to get very comfortable. As we move into the common bedroom, just want to bring attention to the lights itself, because you have a very good mixture of down lights as well as the cove lighting. So, you know, at night when your kid is going to sleep, you can just switch off the down lights, just turn on the cove lighting. It's going to create a very nice mood.
Even in the curtains, there are actually lights that are installed
and a helmet over here. I think these are very thoughtful design details that our owners have put in. When you come over here, you can have a look. This is not the typical type of HDBs where the owner just do up the simple renovation with the intention to sell. This also, like what Mikaela mentioned, have this very beautiful unblocked view. I don't think anyone will get tired of this view right here, especially when you're overlooking across the landed cluster. Right over us is a mixture of the 2-story mixed landed, 2-story semi-Ds. Once you cross over to the other side, that will be the GCB area. In this very low density area, yet in the heart of the CCR. Bedrooms right over here, you have 4 panels of windows, aircon, lights, fans have all been done, and you have 4 panels of wardrobe tucked towards here. So wardrobes have all been done, flooring has been done. So essentially what you need to do is just to bring in your bed, and I think you're all good to go.
Yeah, because very minimal fixtures here. The only fixture is the wardrobe that you mentioned,
which is the essential one.
So otherwise, everything else is really plug and play. We're gonna head into the master bedroom now. We're going to transition into the rest zone, which is your master bedroom. So this whole area has been designed a little bit differently. You'll feel that the mood changes a little bit because of the color schemes that have been chosen. Actually, very subtle differences. For example, in terms of the feature wall at the back where the headboard is, they chose a slightly darker color just to set them into the mood. This room here gets this like L-shaped window, so you get an extra pocket of view towards the same landed facing, which is the northeast facing or
northeast.
So the lights have also been done up in a way to create a mood like at the pelmet, around the headboard. They've also dedicated a little space here if you want to have like
TV
a TV console. Yeah. So that's already been set up with the switches just right at the bottom.
If let's say you want to expand to a king size bed, the space have already been allocated for, even space for a side table. I would say very minimal stuff to be done. Even the pelmets with the lightings have all been done up. 4 panels of wardrobes right over here. I'm going to show you the
bathroom.
Yeah.
The ensuite here is done a little bit differently from the other side. So the color scheme here is a little bit cooler. And then even in the bathroom, for the vanity counter, they even have a specific section for the toilet rolls here, which I thought was very clever. So it doesn't jut out in any awkward positions. It's designed in a similar fashion, just a different scheme, but I really love their bathrooms here. Really doesn't feel like you are in an HDB apartment. It really feels like pretty much a hotel condo kind of setting. I really like that, So great setup that they have already done up.
Let's say today you're on the market and you're kind of considering, hey, where should I be going for if I'm considering a 4-room that is along the CCR belt. I'm gonna help you deep dive a little bit just to help you understand. Predominantly, when we are looking at entire core central area for HDB, there are a few clusters that are quite popular. The very first cluster would then be Dawson area. Balance lease right now is at about 91 years. In terms of the average asking price right over there, that is standing at about $1.1 million. That is a great location if you're someone that to be within close proximity towards the Orchard area. Another hot favorite would then be towards the Henderson area. Balance lease is currently standing at about 94 years. Average asking price right over there is at about $1.2 million. That is right between Tiong Bahru as well as Redhill MRT station. Another crowd favorite would then be towards the Boon Tiong area, just right beside Tiong Bahru MRT station. Average asking price right over there is at about $1.2 million. In terms of the 4-room sizes for Boon Tiong cluster, that is below 1,000 square feet. Last but not least, towards this area at Ghim Moh, average asking price right here is at about $1 to $1.1 million for this unit right here. We are going at a very attractive asking price of $1 million that is having this beautiful unblocked view right here. Current juncture of recording, this unit is subject to ethnic quota restriction, which means that currently we are only able to sell to the non-Chinese ethnic quota. This will change on a month-by-month basis, so if you have further questions, do feel free to get in touch with our team. We'll be happy to help you to break it down. I think what we want to help you understand is in terms of your financial breakdown.
If you were to take a bank loan for 25 years on an interest rate of 3%, so the down payment comes out to be about $250,000. In terms of your monthly mortgage, it comes out to be about $3,500. Perhaps your partner and yourself, you guys are earning about $7,000 income each. Your contribution now has already increased to about $1,004 per month. So if you use the CPF contribution as part of your monthly mortgage, just need to top up about another $700 in terms of your monthly mortgage every month.
This is not factoring in any potential grant you might be eligible for. If let's say you are eligible for any grants, then that will further reduce your monthly commitment. So what this means to you as a buyer is, if let's say today you're a young couple, you just want to buy into this place, settle down, I think this is a great runway as well as a great area for you to kickstart your family planning as well as your family journey. Stay here for the next couple of years. You can either choose to continue staying put here with its great location as well as the school within 1 km, or otherwise, if you want to kind of turn this into a pivot home, can then do so after the 5-year mark, and then you can potentially just rent it out. Because in terms of location wise, other than the schools, great amenities within this entire location, and not forgetting that we are just right next to the One North, which is the Silicon Valley of Singapore. In terms of the further outreach, we are right smack in the middle of the CBD area as well as the future Jurong CBD, which is just a few stops down away.
So we're nestled in a location that gives you a lot of opportunities as a growing family or as a working adult yourself.
Yes, exactly. For some of the weekend activities, other than the park connector that we were talking about, we're also within close proximity towards the Holland Village area.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So that's a great area, for you and your family to enjoy. So I think this is a great space overall. so we come to the end of this gorgeous home tour right here at Ghim Moh with this very beautiful unblocked view right at the heart of CCR $1 million mark, as well as within 1 km to 2 very popular schools.
Totally moving condition.
If you like what you see, do feel free to get in touch with our listing team. The contact details are down below.
But before you go, don't forget to click like and subscribe on this YouTube page, and then also check us out on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah, my name is Josh Peng.
Mikaela Joy.
Bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place.
Okay. Okay, come, let's go.
Alright, so... hey, wait, a bit...
A bit lag.